Hey everybody, I'm going to play a little bit of ChessMaster Grandmaster Edition, and I'm starting a new profile here where I'm going to go through the academy, and I'm also going to play some rated games. So I'm going to play a around 1300 rated player for my first rated game and get a good start on a rating. We'll see how it goes, and I'll do some audio commentary as I play. So I'm going to start with e4, and this Caro-Kann line stuff I don't really know at all, but my tendency as a player is to play is to grab central space when it's available, and this is the problem with this line. Is the best I know how to do is just exchange my good bishop for his bad bishop, and I really don't know what else to do in this line, so I'm going to do it anyway. And what I'm going to do now is probably develop my knight to f3, but only after pushing. I would like to do it only after I push f4, but I think queen h4 is a problem in that line, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm thinking, yeah, let's go ahead and do the knight here. That limits my f4 options, but I think that that's necessary because of queen h4. Alright, so castles. It'd be nice to play c3. It'd be nice to get the bishop out and then the knight to d2. Maybe that b3 and c5 if we ever have any... if that b pawn ever goes away, then c5 might be something I can do. So would there be a way that I could prevent that, like with an a4? So play a4, knight d2 to b3 to c5 is what I'm looking at. So now he's taking his time on this move, which is fine. So I have no idea what I'm doing in the Caro-Kann opening. I've always kind of meant to learn some lines, because I've seen some awfully strange stuff with h4 and just some weird stuff. And I really don't know how any of that stuff works. Alright, so he is taking a while on this move, which is fine. I'll figure things out as I go. So I think I'm going to look at some of his potential moves. His bishop is pretty good. It can come out here to, if he comes to b4, then c3 is good. This knight can't come to f6, so it's probably going to go to e7. Does it in the future? Okay, so I think this is just an auto c3. I kind of want to do that anyway to just make my pawn chain very strong. Now if he goes back here, does b4 really help anything? I don't think it does. It's just going to put a hole on c4, which I don't really want. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and castle. And now he's taking away bishop g5 for me for right now. However, that could be some in the future if this battery ever goes away. Right, h5, if he shoves it down here, I probably can just play g3 and be fairly safe since he has no light square bishop. But where do I put my bishop? Here. I can't put it here, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to go to e3 just temporarily in order to get my knight developed. So I think I'm going to put my knight on b3, just because I don't know what else to do with it right now. b3, maybe this knight over to d2, and then I can push the f-pawn. Kind of what I'm thinking at this point, but I don't know how good any of that is. You know, maybe I don't think pushing the b pawn is going to be any good because he could work his knight into c4, and then I'm going to have some problems. So I'm thinking that, all right, so now I have this issue. Either b3 or queen c2. I think queen c2 seems fine to me. I'm just going to play queen c2. Keeps my pieces sort of organized. This bishop really doesn't have a lot of squares. So still again my plan is knight bd2 to b3 and then knight f to d2. Now where is he going to go here? He's going to... Yeah, see, I can't really do much about him coming to f5, can I? G4 push is guarded by the h5 pawn, so that's bad. And I don't want to open the h file for him anyway. While his king is still in the center, uncastled to this side, that rook is going to be pretty strong in the h file. So let's go ahead. Is there anything I can do to counteract that knight coming to f5? I don't see anything right now. But I don't particularly fear him trading it for my bad bishop, so I'm going to go ahead and clog that up. And if I had to recapture with my f-pawn, that would open up the f-file for me. So that might not be a bad idea anyway. Alright, so here I can force him to just go back or do what I think is a favorable trade. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to recapture with the f-pawn. Obviously, I don't have any other choice. So the plan then is going to be knight takes e3, f takes e3, and then I've got a nice open file here. And if he castles, I'm not sure what the plan will be. I might have bishop here at some point if he doesn't take bishop here, trading off. I wonder why I didn't just take that. Maybe I should have. Okay, this is fine. So once again, knight b3 seems, I'm not sure. Knight b3 and then knight fd2 and then maybe double rooks here. Where else can I take this knight? I can't go here because of this. Let's just do this for now. This is a blitz game to me. I mean, 7.5 minutes, while 10 minutes to start on with live commentary is pretty rough to me. Right, so you know, if I play here, knight f to d2, then the queen invading here, is that a problem? Yeah, I mean, this pawn is weak, and so he would get in and cause some problems there. So let's play this first. That seems okay. Alright, I'm ahead on time, but playing against a computer, a lead in time means virtually nothing, since they can kick it into high gear anytime they want. Alright, he's weakening dark squares. I don't have any way to really exploit that, so I'm going to go ahead and double. I wonder if I could play h4, knight g5, and if he pushes here, if he takes, then just, yeah, but then I'm opening, would I be? Oh wow, he's gone to the other side. I almost haven't even considered this. Alright, so let's redeploy that way. This is going to, see, this doesn't do much right now, and this is kind of a mess. So I might have to bring this knight back to c1 and then come with pawns. But he has to do something about this weak f7 pawn right now. And he's probably going to defend it with a rook. I guess I don't see anything better for him. So that's my assumption. It's going to be like rook hf8. Or you could play rook df8 also. But then I'm going to play knight c1. And b4. What about this pawn here? I didn't notice. Okay, I'm going to do this. My son is crying. You might be able to hear that. Okay, what is this? He's looking at this pawn now. Yeah, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to lose some time and I'm going to go see if I can quiet him down. Just 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I apologize for that. So he has invaded here. Thinking about sliding this over and coming down here, but I'm just too weak on the back row. So this pawn here is a problem, but I could push it. Let's try this. I'm kind of unsure about exactly what to do with this. Half open file for him, but this pawn chain is pretty strong in the face of that. So this pawn is one to attack twice, but it's defended twice. Almost feel like there's a tactic here. If I go take, 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 and then he's got that back row for me, doesn't he? So, yikes. Yeah, and then this is pinned. So let's go ahead and do this, because I'll have a tempo. But the problem is these dark squares are yucky, because this comes with check. Yeah, I think I'm lost. Really do. Anything I can do about this? This knight is pinned. So, I mean, I'm going to have, yeah, I mean, this just looks like forced mate to me. Wait, maybe I can do this. Alright, I don't know if this is enough. So if you got queen e3, and if I come back here, yeah, this seems like it'll be okay. I am not thrilled at all with any of this. Yeah. So I can go here. I mean, queen f1. Oh my goodness, this is ugly. Queen f1 trades queens. I hope. No, wait. Queen f1, queen takes. Yeah. Okay, queen f1. If he takes that, I just take the queen. So that doesn't work. And if he takes with the queen first, then I take. Yeah, we got it. All right, so this is much better. Now he's probably going to take here. Well, I mean, he's got to deal with the bishop first. So where does this bishop go? He gets the bishop out. All right, so now I'm going to secure my win of a pawn this way. All right, I'm ahead on time. I'm doing okay on time. Got about 5 minutes left. I've got 1, 2, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6. I've got a pawn advantage. He's got a bishop. He's going to have this spot to pick on a little bit. And I don't see much I can do about it right now other than get this out of the way. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. Now if he plays here, then I can push it. And then if he plays here, okay. He's keeping my knight out of the game. And that's really good. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to go here. See, I worry about a time scramble. I need to have significantly more time, simply because the quality of moves for a computer player, no matter the rating, with little time taken is going to be tremendously superior to my quality of moves with little time taken. Alright, so his knight is pretty bad back there, honestly. Yeah, so this just kind of immobilizes these pawns. So this is something. Let's get the king centered, because that move doesn't do anything right now. So if I can centralize my king, maybe work it up to... I can't get it past this blockade right here as long as that knight is there, or that bishop is there. So maybe a knight f1 type move. Wow. Yeah, and now it's fairly trivial to win. This is what happens when you play gimped up computers. They make random sacrifices that are just not good at all. So I need to stay calm and just win the game now. And I'm sure I can find some way to foul that up. I still have 4 minutes, which should be plenty, but I'm kind of panicky when it comes to time. Would I rather have him on the outside or the G-file? Let's go ahead and keep him on the outside. Alright, so none of those squares are dangerous, so let's go ahead and push forward with the king. Don't think he can penetrate anywhere here. And probably can just push this pawn. The square doesn't do anything for him. Alright. No reason for that move. And if he comes back here, I literally can just go to G7, I think. And I can just win the knight, and now it's easy mop up. Absolutely nothing to worry about now. Except stalemate, but I am not worried about that. 3.5 minutes is plenty, so now I'm just going to easily win. Yeah, don't even have have to worry about that now. There's plenty of moves available. Alright, so here we can just protect that piece and everything's fine. Still plenty of moves available. And don't really care about giving up a piece, but yeah, would have been nice not to, but that's okay. I'm really not paying much attention anymore anyway. Tell you what, let's just let you clean everything out. Come down here and play around all you want. Got moves. Do you have moves? Do you have moves? Yes. Okay. There we go. And here we go. And coming down. And down. And let's go to here. Followed by here. And checkmate. Okay, so move this up here. We could go, white wins as expected. This first victory, you won, perhaps not in the spectacular way you expected. According to the rating difference between you, equilibrium percentage 43%, lasting for 25 moves. Best move H5. Okay, mate opportunities 3. Suggested opponent Liz next. Your rating increased by 48 and is now 1548. Blitz rating increased and is now 1548. Cool, look at the game chart. I'm not sure if you can see this all or not, but we'll take a look at it. Okay, as you can see, it was very even until he freaked out. Alright, so that is plenty for this first video in my ChessMaster series. And I'm not sure what I'll do from now on, but it was kind of fun. So I will see you next time, and we'll figure out what to do next. Bye-bye.